One of the biggest games out there about making choices whether you want to listen to what they have to say or just completely ignore them and do whatever you want to, or somewhere in between. This game has a lot of different endings, I've heard. Has a couple. And our goal is to find all those endings. So let's get started.
This is the story of a man named...
Nope. No. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
I'm touching
nor
everything.
did it advance the story in any way.
No, good point. No, let's go to the damn meeting room. Mondays, am I right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's a pretty damn good room. See, look at this.
Yes, truly a room
Nice,
worth
actually.
admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all,
Leaves
just to spend a few moments here
ocean.
in this immaculate,
Could be the
beautifully
sea also,
constructed
I don't know.
room. Stanley simply stood here,
nice walk
drinking
through.
it all in.
Ooh, nice mountains. Coffee. Help cure those Mondays. Alright, let's go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm good. Sorry, I'm good.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's a mystery to us all, am I right?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
No,
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I like blue, though.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I said I like blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay. Ooh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Like,
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Was this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Some
Vehicles,
melee weapons,
skill
maybe?
trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so
Raisable
far.
and catchable creatures.
Tell you what,
A la Pokemon.
let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option.
Oh, yeah.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest.
5 out of 5.
I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that,
You have a soul?
Don't even try.
Okay.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
A leaderboard? That's cool. Making me feel even worse about myself. Yep. Great, that's me. See? I suck. Suck at this game. I'm not MLG enough, I guess. Oh boy, okay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers,
apparently
please.
I suck at this game.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Aw, yeah. See this new game he's got in store.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Why would it do that?
You click the button to move him back to the right,
The baby
and if
catches
he
up
reaches
on
the
fire.
fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Yeah.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Stop. How am I supposed to take notes and play this game at the same time? Alright, you know what, let's just watch burn. Yeah, exactly, that's right.
Bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
More of spite, really. I don't hate babies at all.
I'm completely out of
wanted to
ideas.
spite you.
I can't think
Made
of
me
a
feel bad
single
about
thing
that
that might
leaderboard
improve the
thing.
experience for me.
God.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Finally, good idea.
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Minecraft!
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
Yeah.
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Yep.
But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this.
Seems pretty good
I'm done
to me,
making
honestly.
things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
You know, it's all based on opinion. Okay.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Oh,
Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh. Dang it. Looks like we're not playing Minecraft today. Portal, maybe? This is right.
Yes!
There we go.
I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk.
That's what I think of your music.
I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Heh, good enough. Yes. The cake is a lie. By the way, don't forget that.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
There you go. That was so hard.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're...
Yep. Looks like something's still being built here, but let's go exploring. Woo! There we go. Go to the lights at the end of the tunnel. It's what you must do. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh, I found the light. Touch everything. Okay. Oh, maybe it's the other way.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Yeah.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
You unconscious?
That's who I
Is that
am.
what you're saying you are?
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Okay.
I can wait.
Oh, maybe I should have gone the other way. Help! I'm trapped. Kidding me right now?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
It's following me.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Let's
open
go on the
doors,
left one,
he
since
entered the door on his left.
Yep.
Yet there was
Great
not a
meeting,
single
guys.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Tips for
office,
not getting
hoping he
fired.
might find an answer
Not
there.
getting fired. Best PowerPoint ever. Okay. 6. You most of all. Which one am I? Gonna be the one in the suit, nice color tie, or maybe this guy at the end. Not sure, dude. Makes perfect sense. Okay, you know, yeah, okay. Possibly, ooh, Broom Closet. So interesting. Yes. Yes.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Never. I'm gonna play with the wrenches. Monkey wrench. The broom, everything, the duct tape.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Yep,
All of my co-workers
crazy,
blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Keep going in the same room.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Because it doesn't let you talk.
I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
yep,
what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Nope.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Someone spiked my coffee,
perhaps
man.
The strangest question of them all
I'm floating through space.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yep, he is my conscience.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
this is truly the highlight of gaming.
Was Stanley simply deceiving
himself?
Talking, believing that if
weapons,
he's asleep,
no
he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Just moving through
Stanley
rooms,
is as awake right now as he's
doing.
ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
You gotta have some fun stuff to do in between. I mean,
my life is normal. I am normal.
Being normal is
Everything
boring.
will be fine. I am okay.
Plotch, where's some still friggin' hair?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Nope.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the
stare at the dead man for a couple minutes.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
I'd rather be crazy than normal.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
You can still have that and not be normal.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And now we're back. Well, that was a fun experience. There will be more episodes of this to figure out the different endings of this game, because I know there are a couple different ones. We just saw 2 out of the, I don't know, 6 or 7 or something like that. So anyways, thank you for joining me today, watching my video, and as always, sending off for Mark from the Heroes of Light gaming channel. Don't lose your light.